Assalamu alaikum, wonderful people. Today we will discuss about the illustrated botany. ठीक है, illustrated botany में हम discuss करेंगे about the names and terms. First of all, our term is division. The major categories called are division. जो category होती है उसका हम division कहते हैं and is equivalent to phylum in the animal kingdom. Division name ends on phyta. ठीक है, and fungi, for example, it ends on mycota. In the top illustration are some examples of Magnoliophyta, the flowering plant division. Magnoliophyta क्या है? Flowering plant की divisions है. The ending of lesser categories indicate class Opsida, subclass Idia, order Ales, and family AC. Classification of the specific plant is shown. अच्छा जी, अब आपको बताया गया है कि अगर आपने डिवीजन को किसी भी क्लासिफिकेशन में डिवीजन को अगर आप करना चाहते हैं आइडेंटिफाई, तो वो हमेशा एंड होगी फाइटा पे, ठीक है, ओटा पे, ठीक है, माइकोटा जैसे फंजाई की डिवीजन है, ठीक है, मैग्नोलियो फाइटा प्लांट की डिवीजन है, फ्लावरिंग प्लांट की। इसी तरह जो हमारे पास क्लास है वो ऑप्सिडा पे एंड होगी, ठीक है। सब क्लास हमेशा हमेशा इडिया पे एंड होगी, ठीक है। ऑर्डर हमेशा हमेशा एल्स पे एंड होगा। फैमिली हमेशा हमेशा एसी पे एंड होगी। और क्लासिफिकेशन अब आपको फ्यू प्लांट्स की या मेजर प्लांट्स की, स्पेसिफिक प्लांट की गिवन है। क्लास फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू क्लासेस। पहली क्लास है आपके पास मैग्नोलियोप्सिडा। अब यहाँ पे डिवीजन थी मैग्नोलियोफाइटा, ठीक है। अब मैंने आपको बताया था कि फाइटा की टर्म यूज की जाएगी डिविजन्स में। अब इन्होंने क्लास की बात की है तो क्लास कौन सी होगी? मैग्नोलियोप्सिडा, द डाइकॉट्स जिन्हें हम टू सीड लीव्स कहते हैं, एंड लिलियोप्सिडा, मोनोकॉट्स जिन्हें हम कहते हैं जिनके अंदर वन सीड लीफ होता है। ठीक हो गई बात? A seed leaf is the first leaf to emerge from an embryo in the seed. Seed leaf किसे कहते हैं? वो फर्स्ट लीफ जो कि इमर्ज होता है एम्ब्रियो में, ठीक है, इन द सीड। एम्ब्रियो से एक्चुअली ये इमर्ज हो रहा होता है, ठीक है। इन द सेकेंड इलस्ट्रेशंस आर एग्जांपल ऑफ लिलियोप्सिडा, द मोनोकॉट क्लास। अगर नेक्स्ट हम बात करें टर्म फैमिली की, द थर्ड ग्रुप ऑफ प्लांट शो सम मोनोकॉट्स इन द लिली फैमिली, लिलिएसी। कौन सी फैमिली है जी हमारे पास? लिलिएसी। जीनस और स्पीशीज, नेक्स्ट आर थ्री लिलीज इन द जीनम लिलियम। जीनस कौन सी हो गई अब आपके पास? लिलियम। अब plant type is given a two parts scientific name, a generic name, the genus, which is noun and is always capitalized, ठीक है। जीनस नेम को हमेशा हम क्या करते हैं? कैपिटलाइज करते हैं। एंड have a specific epithet, the species, which is usually an adjective. For example, officinalis means medicinal and is commonly used for herbs. Sometimes a species is named for a person. A species that is not named is written as species, ठीक है, प्लूरल जिसका हम कह देते हैं एस डबल पी। In a written list of species in the same genus, it is also necessary to fully write the genus once at the beginning. The genus of species that follow is indicated with the first letter of the genus followed by a period. For example, Mammillaria albicans, M. bucasana, M. columbiana. The two part of the name is called as binomial. The two parts name को हम क्या कहते हैं? Binomial are italicized in print and underlined when handwritten. Italicized किया जाता है या फिर हम क्या कर देते हैं? Underline. The binomial is sometimes followed by a name abbreviation of the person who first described the plant in botanical literature. For example, the most common is Linnaeus, the Swedish botanist, indicated by an L. Clear? One of the reasons the scientific name of a plant may change is because it discovered that someone else named the plant earlier. The newly found name is published in Latin. Another reason name may change is that the plant is reclassified into a different group. There may also be many forms of plant with separate species names, with later it is decided that they are the same species. Clear? The specific lily here is Lilium. Lilium michinogenus. Michigenans, with the English common name Michigan lily. A spontaneously occurring variation of species in nature also may have. ठीक है? Okay, a variety VAR name an X between the genus and the new specific epithet indicates a hybrid between two species. Hybrids may occur in nature or be derived by plant breeding. Hybrid is actually an organism that is combination of two different genetic makeups. Intergeneric hybrids have a combined name of the genera with a capital X at the beginning. For example, X. horsularia is a hybrid between Hirschra pink to red flowers and Trilla and white flowers and has pale pink flowers. Clear? Come towards the common names. As names differ from region to region, a plant may have many common names. For example, Amelanchier may be commonly known as serviceberry, shellbush, or juneberry. Sometimes a common name is used for unrelated plants, so to be universally understood, botanists use the binomial system of naming plants in Latin. A plant variety that exists only through cultivation has a common cultivar name CV cultivated variety. ओके अब आपको यहाँ पे टोटली इन्होंने क्या बताया हुआ है यहाँ से हम लोग वैरायटी से स्टार्ट लेते हैं और कॉमन नेम्स तक हम इसको डिस्कस करते हैं एक्चुअली यहाँ पे आपको सिंपली ये बताया गया है कि अगर हम प्लांट की बात करें तो प्लांट के डिफरेंट कॉमन नेम्स होते हैं उसको डिफरेंट नेम से प्रोनाउंस किया जाता है ठीक है तो हम क्या करते हैं एक लैटिन का साइंटिफिक नेम दे देते हैं प्लांट को ताकि हमें उसको प्रोनाउंस करने में आसानी रहे ठीक है हमारे पास टर्म है जी हैबिट वर्सेस हैबिटेट द ग्रॉस हैबिट रेफर्स टू द अपीयरेंस ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल प्लांट इन इट्स एंटायरिटी where a plant grows in its environment is called its habitat such as a beach maple forest a mound or prairie or a desert okay herbaceous versus woody herbaceous versus woody का मतलब क्या है जी Herbs have little or no secondary vascular tissues and their above ground shoots ठीक है usually die back at the end of the growing season herbs के कह सकते हैं छोटे या फिर बिल्कुल सेकेंडरी वेस्कुलर टिश्यूज नहीं होते अबव ग्राउंड उनके कोई शूट्स नहीं होती और मोस्टली ग्रोइंग सीजन्स के एंड पे डाई हो जाते हैं ठीक है herbs are considered to be more advanced in evolution than woody plants shrubs and trees with secondary vascular tissues secondary xylem and phloem secondary xylem is for transport of water and secondary phloem is for the transport of food material present which persists in growth year after year in stems and roots यहाँ पे क्या है जी हमारे पास वुडी प्लांट्स ऐसे प्लांट्स होते हैं जिनके अंदर हमारे पास सेकेंडरी टिश्यूज वेस्कुलर प्लांट्स वेस्कुलर टिश्यूज प्रेजेंट होते हैं ठीक है जो हमारे पास होते हैं सेकेंडरी जाइलम और फ्लोएम के फॉर्म में ठीक है जो कि ईयर बाय ईयर ग्रोथ इंक्रीज करते रहते हैं ठीक होगी बात मैक्रोस्कोपिक वर्सेस माइक्रोस्कोपिक if a plant structure can be seen with the unaided eye, it is designated as macroscopic. If a microscopic is used to observe it, it is microscopic in size. Color code orange, tepals, brown, stamens, light green, stigma, green, peduncle, leaf stems are shown in these diagrams. Okay, move towards the cell structure. Part of a cell सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं सेल वॉल की. The cell wall encloses and protects the cell contents and plays a vital role in cell division and cell expansion. Composed of overlapping cellulose microfibrils, other polysaccharides, and varying amounts of lignin, the cell wall is relatively rigid structure in mature cells. It may vary in thickness and has pits that function in communication between cells. What is the function of pits? Pits function in communication between the cells. The region between the primary walls of adjacent cells, the middle lamella, is composed of cementing substance called pectin. Okay. Um, Actually, middle lamella is the place between the primary walls that are adjacent to each other, and they have a material that is known as pectin. Other substances that may be present in the cell wall are gums, resins, silica, calcium carbonate, waxes, and cutin, and both structural proteins and enzymes. There may be intracellular spaces between walls of bordering cells. What are pits? Primary pit fields are thin areas in the cell wall with tiny strands of cytoplasm called plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata are actually the connections between the cells that connect one cell with another. Pits are important in facilitating the flow of water and mineral nutrients between conducting cells in the xylem vascular tissues. Okay, examiner can ask you question about the pits and their importance or their role. You can say that the pits are important in facilitating the flow of water and mineral nutrients between conducting cells in the xylem vascular tissue. Move towards the next concept, that is plasma membrane. It is semi-permeable membrane encloses the cytoplasm within a cell. It is composed of variable amount of fat type molecules, lipids and proteins, and has within it channels for the movement of ions such as potassium, calcium and hydrogen. Okay, next is cytoplasm. Cytosol is a fluid or gel-like substance and contains several types of organelles. Which type of organelles? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है. Rough means the ribosomes are attached on its surface that give it a rough appearance. Okay, and free ribosomes are also present in it. Vacuole. What is vacuole? In a mature plant cell, one large vacuole usually occupies most of the space within the cell. It is surrounded by a single layer membrane, the tonoplast. Okay, and contains cell sap composed of, what is the composition of cell sap? It composed of water, sugars, and various organic and inorganic solutes. It may, in some cells, such as in beetroot and flower petals, contain water-soluble pigments. Okay, function of vacuole. The vacuole function in the regulation of osmotic balance and turgidity of the cell, and it stores secondary metabolites. Three functions are given here. First is osmotic balance maintenance, turgidity maintenance, and secondary metabolite storage management. Okay, next is organelles. Within the cytoplasm are mitochondria, dictyosomes, known as Golgi bodies, microbodies, and microtubules are present. Microtubules are represented by an array of parallel tubular tracts and facilitate the movement of proteins and organelles within the cell. The ear is a system of tubes and sacs that work with dictyosomes to produce and secrete compounds and deliver specific proteins and membrane lipids to their proper locations within a cell. Also, they may be plastids such as chloroplast, leucoplast, and chromoplast, and non-living substances of water-soluble products or reserved substances such as oil droplets, protein bodies, and crystals. Okay, nucleus. The nucleus is enclosed by a double membrane that has pores in it to allow communication within the cytoplasm or with the cytoplasm. Within the nucleus are chromosomes which contain DNA needed to create proteins within the cell. Chromosomes are only visible during cell division. Also, present in the nucleus are one or more nucleoli containing RNA. The rest of the nucleus is filled with nucleoplasm. The information needed to create the entire plant is within the nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplast of each cell. Okay, here are color codes for different organelles. Cell organelles and the color code. Cytoplasm is also known as cytosol. Okay, a transmission electron microscope is used to modify the structure of a plasma or cell membrane and look towards the cytoplasm. Uh, First of all, we'll talk about the plastids organelles. Plastids are classified by the primary pigments they contain. Actually, they are classified by the presence of primary pigments that are present in them. Young cells have undifferentiated plastids, proplastids, which can multiply by simple division. They develop into the various kinds of plastid characteristics of mature cells. First of all, we'll talk about the chloroplast. The plastid is where photosynthesis takes place. Okay, chloroplast is actually due to the green color chlorophyll presence. Thylakoids are present. Stacks of thylakoid are present that are known as granum, and this is where green chlorophyll pigments are located. Chlorophyll and proteins bound to the thylakoids use light energy to make simple sugars from carbon dioxide and water. Extension from some thylakoid membranes from interconnections between the grana. The thylakoids also contain accessory pigments, carotenoids, and xanthophylls. In the stroma of the chloroplast are DNA, RNA, oil droplets, ribosomes, and other materials such as starch grains are also found in them. Next is leucoplasts. Leucoplasts are colorless plastids, contain storage products which include oils, protein bodies, and starch grains. In plant parts with high starch content, such as potato tubers or rice grains, a leucoplast that contains starch grain is called as amyloplast. Okay. Next, move towards the chromoplast. These plastids are colored red, orange, or yellow depending on the pigments that contain. They contain. Okay, in the changing color of ripening fruits such as tomato or red pepper, actually chromoblasts are present. Move towards other organelles, mitochondria. These organelles are surrounded by a double membrane. The inner of these two membranes has enfoldings called cristae that protrude into the cavity within the mitochondria at the primary site of enzyme controlling respiration, chemical releasing of energy from sugar, or other metabolic activities. They can replicate by simple division and, like chloroplasts, they contain DNA. Clear? Ribosomes contain ribosomal RNA and function in protein synthesis. They are present in two forms, either attached with endoplasmic reticulum or are present in free form in the dictyosomes. Golgi bodies, ठीक है? These organelles appear as a stack of flattened sacs and associated vesicles. Dictyosomes produce and secrete cell wall polysaccharide precursors and complex carbohydrate substances that are secreted out of root cap cells. This results in less injury in the growing root as it penetrates the soil. Color codes are given for different organelles. These are the different organelles. Okay, move towards the cell pigments. First of all, chlorophyll. Chlorophylls are oil soluble. Chlorophyll A, greenish yellow in solution, is the primary photosynthetic pigment in green plant for the transfer of light energy to a chemical acceptor. Light that is absorbed provided the energy for photosynthesis. There are two types of photosynthesis system, photosystem 1 and 2. According to them, they are absorbed by different chlorophylls. Chlorophyll A is found in blue green and some red algae. ठीक है. Accessory pigments in photosynthesis transfers light energy to chlorophyll A. One of these, chlorophyll B, blue-green solution found in higher plants and green algae with chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll C is an accessory pigment that is found in chlorophyll A in brown algae and diatoms. Chlorophyll D, together with chlorophyll A, is found in some red algae. Carotenoids. These pigments are considered as accessory pigments in photosynthesis when found in chloroplasts associated with chlorophyll and color pigments found in chromoplasts. Carotenoids like the chlorophylls are not water soluble. ठीक है. They absorb mainly violet and blue light between 400 and 500 nanometer, and they reflect a red light, orange light, yellow, brown, and green color of avocado fruit. They give color to carrot, root, tomato, fruit, and many yellow flowers. Carotenoids of red and yellow are revealed in autumn leaves. After the green chlorophyll pigments begin to break down, this occurs when day lengths start to shorten and cooler temperature prevails in temperate regions of the world. Carotenes, yellow or orange non-oxygen containing pigments, seem to function in the prevention of chlorophyll destruction in the presence of light and oxygen. Beta carotene is the most important of the carotenoids. Xanthophyll pigments are oxygen containing carotenoids. They transfer energy to chlorophyll from light. Some of the xanthophyll include lutein, zeaxanthin, violoxanthin, and fucoxanthin, which is found in brown algae. What are phycobilins? These pigments are water soluble. As accessory pigments, they absorb light and transfer excitation energy to chlorophyll A. The red pigment phycoerythrin is found in red algae and blue. The blue pigment phycocyanin is present in blue, green, and some red algae. What are phytochromes? The pigment play an important role in regulation many processes of plant growth and development. Phytochrome is found in the two reversible forms PR and PFR. PR absorbs red light and PFR absorbs far red light. Red light have 660 nanometer wavelength, while far red light have 730 nanometer, and they are interconvertible to each other. They are mostly found in highest amount in meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are actually those tissues that have potential to divide throughout the life. Okay, flavonoids. These water-soluble pigments accumulate in cell vacuoles. They absorb ultraviolet wavelength of light. Anthocyanins are phenolic pigments that are found in most fruits and in many flowers. The red, purple, and blue reflecting pigments are seen in the red color of apple. Okay, further examples are given. Flavins often appear to us yellow or ivory colored flowers. Some flavins, such as riboflavin, that is known as vitamin B12, act as a cofactor in enzyme reaction, and some are thought to be receptor pigments in the bending of plant towards the light, that is phototropic response. What are betalains? These are water soluble nitrogen containing reddish pigments that are found in only 9 families of the flowering plants. Subclass Carophyllaceae. These pigments are water soluble and found in the vacuoles of cell. Beta cyanin appears as blue violet and blue violet to red and is found in beet, beta root, ठीक है, and red cactus flowers. Beta xanthin pigments reflect yellow, orange, and orange red color. Different color codes for different flowers or structures are given. Cell water movement. What is turgor pressure actually? Uh, water passes into the cell, it expands the plasma membrane, exerting the pressure against the cell wall. This is called as the turgor pressure. In fully inflated cells, turgor pressure is one of the key driving forces in plant growth. Okay, it maintains the size and shape of the plant parts, such as leaves and flowers. Water is lost from a cell when there is a lower water concentration in adjacent cells that have more solute present. Turgor pressure within a cell then decreases, and the condition when water is lost, okay, where there is no turgor pressure, the plasma membrane shrinks from the cell wall, leaving through the cell wall. This process is called plasmolysis and is reversible when water is returned to the cytoplasm and vacuoled through osmosis. Plasmolysis is a cell resulting in wilting of plant shoots and is opposite of fully turgid cell, where plants are fully inflated or crisp, like fleshy celery. This is known as wilting. When excessive cell water is lost through evaporation or to surrounding dry environment, wilting occurs. In this condition, cell turgor pressure is lost, the plasma membrane shrinks from the cell wall and cell wall contracts because there is no external solution to fill in between. This condition can result in plants that are permanently wilted. If the wilting persists over a period of 10 to 12 days, if wilted water are plants are watered before they reach the permanent wilting condition, they regain turgor in several hours time. Okay, color code for different plants are given. Cell chromosomes. Chromosomes are actually darkly stained microscopic bodies in the nucleus that contains the nuclear information, genetic information. They contain DNA, ठीक है, surrounded by a basic jacket protein called histones. Bacteria and blue-green algae have no nuclei or chromosomes. Some of their DNA may be in circular form that is known as plasmids. Chromosome structures. Chromosomes are composed of chromatin, which can be seen microscopically with the use of stains such as the Filzen reagent or acetocarmine. The best observed during mitotic or meiotic divisions when the chromatin is condensed and the chromosome visible. Okay, a chromosome is a small body called centromere. It has two arms. If the same arms of a chromosome that are attached to a single centromere, then they are known as sister chromatids. If they are attached at different centromeres, they are known as non-sister chromatids. Okay? The part of the centromere where spindle fibers are attached is known as kinetochore. Small segments, almost circular, that occurs near the ends of chromosomes are called satellites. Actually, these satellites' DNA differs the cells from each other. During mitosis and meiosis, the chromosome replicates into two strands called chromatids attached together at the centromere. Chiasmata. Chiasmata is actually the process of crossing over, is when chromatids overlap, break, and exchange segments with other chromatids during meiosis. It may involve 2, 3, or 4 chromatids. This can give rise to genetic variability or mutations. Okay. Chromosomes number vary from species to species. Um, if we talk about the somatic, it is diploid number. Organism whose somatic cells contain multiple sets of chromosomes are called polyploids. ठीक है? Different color codes for different plants are given there. We'll talk about the divisions, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is the process of nuclear division in which chromosomes divide lengthwise, separate, and form two identical nuclei. Mitosis is usually accompanied by cell division, which involves the formation of a new cell wall between the two identical nuclei in plant. Actually, If you want to observe them, you can choose the root tips, shoot apices, and newly developing leaves to observe better mitosis. Okay, what is a cell cycle? The period when the nucleus is between division is called the interphase or resting phase. Actually, the resting phase is the largest phase that composed of G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. The replication of cytoplasmic organelles occur in interphase. Only the process of division occur in these phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Phases of mitosis. Prophase. At the first stage of mitosis, the chromosome become visible as long threads. Okay. Uh, the chromosomes start to shorten and thick and divide into two helical coils called chromatids. DNA is replicated half to each chromatids. What happens in metaphase? In stem cells on microscopic slides, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus can no longer be seen during metaphase in vascular plants. Metaphase is marked by the appearance of the spindle. It is at this time that the chromosomes migrate to the spindle and centromere. Aligned in the flat equatorial plate, the pairs of chromatids are held together at the centromere. Okay, anaphase is initiated with division and separation of the centromere, providing each chromatid with a centromere. This phase ends with the chromatids, which are now called chromosomes, moving to opposite pole of the spindle. Next phase is telophase. This phase begins with the chromosomes completing their movement to the opposite poles. It ends with the chromosomes once more becoming diffuse as in interphase. A new nuclear membrane forms around each group of chromosome and nuclei reappear. During interphase, a new cell wall forms between the nuclei. Color code for different organelles are given there. Okay, cell types. If we talk about the parenchyma cells make up the major portion of the primary plant body. Thin walled, vary in shape from spherical, flat surface, and elongate, lobed, folded. They are unspecialized initially, the later are differentiated to make specialized cells. They are mostly found in photosynthetic tissues or green leaves and green stems in epidermis. Okay, they actually appear as secretory forms such as glandular and stinging hairs, nectaries, and salt glands. What are collenchyma cells? Collenchyma cells provide elastic support to stems and leaves due to various thickened primary walls containing cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, and water. These closely arranged living cells are short or elongated in shape. Okay, they are usually found near the surface of the cortex and vascular bundles. Move towards the sclerenchyma cells. They are actually function in mechanical sport due to thick lignification of secondary walls, which contain large amount of cellulose and lignin. At maturity, some sclerenchyma cells no longer have living protoplast fibers, and sclerites are type of sclerenchyma cells. Okay, next move towards the fibers. Fibers are elongated cells with pitted cell wall. They are found in water conducting tissues, xylem, and food conducting tissues, phloem. Along leaf veins and margins and surrounded vascular bundles. Examples की बात करें हम कमर्शियल फाइबर्स की तो हमारे पास आते हैं हेम्प, फ्लैक्स, jute, rattan and cotton used in making rope, mats and baskets. If we'll talk about the scleroids are dense, short cells which may look like stones, rods, bones, stars, or branch structures. Familiar form with a dense cell layer of scleroids occur in nutshells, fruit pits, and the seed coats in legume tree pods. Okay. Vascular cells की बात करें अगर हम cells of vascular tissue tracheates are elongated have bordered wall pits for water conduction and are aligned side by side. Also, water and mineral conducting cells of the xylem, named as vessel elements, have bordered pits in their cell walls. The vessel elements are aligned end to end to form a long tubes. The xylem sap passes vertically through the vessel elements via end perforations. Perforations are actually holes that are found in them that may be parallel slits or a single large opening. Conifers and primitive wood flowers have only tracheates for water conduction. Talk about the sieve cells are enucleate found in the phloem of conifers and primitive vascular plants such as ferns. Sieve cells are elongated and thin-walled. Sieve tube elements are enucleate and then found in more advanced flowering plants. Okay. Both sieve cells and sieve tube elements form longer end-to-end columns called sieve tubes. Sieve plates consisting of primary pit fields occur in the end walls of the sieve tubes. Okay. Companion cells, a specialized type of parenchyma, may be present in varying numbers in association with sieve tube elements. Here are the diagrams that might show you the appearance of slits or perforation. A tissue system of the plant body. Several cells unite and function together to form a tissue. Epidermis, cortex, and pith have tissues. Meristems are the tissues that grow throughout the life. Undifferentiated cells found in root tips, shoot tips, and the vascular cambium and the core cambium. Meristema produce cells that differentiate into specialized tissue of three types: dermal, ground, and vascular tissues. Only primary growth result from these tissues. Herbaceous dicots, most monocots have these type of tissues. Shoot tissue system. Shoot is the portion of the plant above the root and is composed of stem, leaf, flower, and fruit. The stem apical meristem forms leaf primordia on its flanks and the young stem tissue below during the vegetative phase, and in flowering plants flower primordia during the reproductive phase. Okay, dermal tissue system forms the derma layer. Apical meristem give rise to the epidermis. The primary plant body in the stem of the plant with secondary growth. Okay, the epidermis is replaced by periderm, commonly called as outer bark. Periderm consists of the meristematic cork cambium producing cork that is known as phloem outward and phloderm inward. Ground tissue system. The cells and tissues of the ground tissue system are derived from the apical meristem. Vascular tissue system also derived from the apical meristem. The procambium initiates the vascular race system with the cells that differentiate into the primary xylem, the water and nutrient conducting tissues, and outside into primary phloem, the food conducting tissue. In plants with secondary growth, a persistent cambium, the vascular cambium, makes possible added layers of secondary xylem and phloem, resulting in an increase in root diameter. Root tissue system. The root apical meristem produces new root cap cell ahead below of the root apex as well as cells of the protoderm. Dermal tissue system with primary growth, root and covered with epidermis. अब आपने सिंपल नोटिस किया होगा कि जो भी मैं आपको टिश्यू सिस्टम बता रही हूँ जस्ट आपकी इनवर्ड एंड आउटवर्ड ग्रोथ हो रही है और सेकेंडरी टिश्यूज ऐड हो रहे हैं. ठीक है, प्राइमरी टिश्यूज ग्रोथ करते हैं और सेकेंडरी टिश्यूज ऐड करते हैं. इसी तरह आपने डिफरेंट टिश्यूज ऐड करते जाना है. ग्राउंड टिश्यू सिस्टम में क्या है जी? Cortex lies between the epidermis and vascular systems in portions of the root undergoing primary growth. The innermost layer of the cortex, the endodermis, bounds the pericycle tissue which surrounds the primary vascular system in portions of the root undergoing the secondary growth. The cortex, like the epidermis, is shared as the periderm develops cork cells. Okay, vascular tissue system It composed of xylem and phloem. Different system is present in case of root and shoot. You can read it. Epidermis tissue is given here. God cells. Guard cells in stomata. Pairs of guard cells, specialized epidermal cells, control air exchange, carbon dioxide and oxygen, and water loss from plants by changing the size of the pore. Stoma that separates their inner walls. A pair of guard cells can expand or contract as a result of changes in target pressure, and it controls the flow of air. Trichomes hairs are the appendages that are actually present on the epidermis, on the glandular cells. Menthol in mint is produced in hairs on the leaves. That's why the smell is produced. It is the primary flavoring constituent of peppermint too. Other examples are given. Okay, nectar glands. Nectar glands found in various flower structures and on stems and leaves produce a sugar solution. Some flowers have specialized scent gland osmophores in the form of flaps, hairs, and brushes. Glands on the surface of carnivorous plants produce nectar or enzymatic digestive fluids. Root hairs, epidermal appendages, extensions extensions from the epidermal cells of trichomes are called root hairs. They occur above the elongation zone of the root. At maturity, root hairs collapse as the epidermal cells are sloughed off. Alternatively, they may remain intact due to lignification of their cell walls, but even these root hair cells may disappear as bark forms on the root in more mature regions. Okay, water conducting tissues known as xylems. Several types of cells, living and non living, make up xylem tissues. Trachea elements, vessel which provide spores, ठीक है, which store food. Sclerites may also be present in monocot vessel elements, so walls have been stretched and broken by elongation, results in spaces. Spaces are known as lacunae in the xylem. Bordered pits means the primary walls of tracheids and vessel elements have depressions called primary pit fields. When secondary walls are formed, the bordered holes consist of a pit chamber and a pit membrane of two adjacent cells. The pits of each are at the same level from pit pairs composed of the primary walls of each of the two adjacent cells. Okay, phloem is food conduction composed of sieve elements, of sieve cells or sieve tube elements for food conduction, fibers, and parenchymal cells. Companion cells are associated with sieve tube elements. Color codes for different diagrams are here. Okay, further we will discuss in next video inshallah. Stay motivated. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.